Theme song.
Bip, bip, ting.
Hark! What is that noise? It is thine drown of the drunk trollop. I love the voice blowouts. Like, that's my favorite.
Going for a trip down memory lane of when I used to live in the old party house out in
Just like
the farm.
it's funny because I didn't really live in any share houses for much of my time. Because the first place I moved out into, I lived with the karaoke chick for a while. When you say molested me,
It was a karaoke chick? Did she run karaoke?
yeah, karaoke DJ.
Oh, okay.
Chain Chomp's bath. All right, well, obviously got to get him in the water. Which is where?
Molested me. Oh, that's nice. Shit, at least like fucking, you know, you at least got to live with your fucking, you know, your mum wife there for a while.
Yeah. And then, what did I do after that? Oh, wait.
Oi, oi, oi. All right. Okay, I bet butt dropping that puts it back in the ground.
Yeah, well, he's angry.
We got to get him up to the, he's going to heat up again and then you'll have to nail him.
There you are. Whoop.
Bum drop. Or just spray him. Fucking honestly, man, like, washing animals is such an arse ache. Like, dogs will sit there and deal with it, but they hate it. And dogs will also do this great thing where after you fucking wash them, if you leave them alone for like a second, they will belt off somewhere and just roll in dirt.
Yeah.
Like, that is unbelievable.
Well, maybe
fucking
he's going where we need him to go.
Actually, yeah, that's the point. We just let this problem. I know
No,
he's turning,
wait,
but
wait,
like,
wait.
yeah, we will head him off with the pass. Like,
Oh.
All right. You think you're fucking smart, huh? You're just like a fucking sphere with teeth, you know? That's probably what the pug is gonna look like in like several few more generations. Bums drop the thing so he doesn't get away. Okay, like he's getting away.
Yeah, fucking. I know it's fucking hard, mate. Fucking.
But like, I'll never forget having a fucking.
Splash the cunt.
I'll never forget having to fucking wash my goddamn cat one time. It's like, he got really bad fleas. And so like, I don't know where he'd been. Like, he'd gotten somewhere fucking weird. Because normally it was fine. Like, you know, and back then it was like a collar or some shit you put on him and it'd be okay. And one time it was just like, oh, you're just like fucking shedding fucking fleas everywhere. And, you know, I had to bathe him. And that, like, dogs will sit there and pout. They're like, you know, I'm in charge. Whereas the cat, like, just sort of, you know, you're not in charge of cats, you just sort of live with them. And it was just not having this. Just from go. This is...
I if you can just get a bit. Yeah, fuck you. That's right. What up?
I saw a video online the other day of like this woman trying to wash a husky. And the husky's just pitching a fit. And it's sucking. And then like, yeah, the second they let it go, it's like just bolts off and like soaking wet because it's got that husky fur that really holds in the fucking, you know, the fluid. And then just starts rolling.
Wait. It's bullshit. Wait,
all right,
fuck
that was
off.
I call shenanigans on that because that.
I'm just
look,
gonna
that one
walk
was
up there.
Yeah, let's just follow him again.
I'm just gonna go
stupid
wait up
dumbass
there.
Fucking, yeah, like stand up on a thing so I can. Ooh.
It's not
empty.
water.
Yeah, that's the fucking. There's. Yeah, maybe save up some of your water. Yeah. Because I think that's the chain chomps. Yeah, because that's what you got to drag him into. Chain chomps effectively what the fucking, you know,
I'm on.
pug or the French bulldog is going to look like eventually. Like that's just where it's going. No, bad doggy.
Oh, he's still on fire.
No,
Apparently.
like he's not cool yet because he's still got a red, spicy tail.
A barrel? No, I haven't. Where's the fucking barrels at? What barrels? Hey, no shit, lady. Barrels.
And
I mean, do you mean these? These are. It's not barrels. They're crates. But
I don't think that's much sense. Maybe water barrels around somewhere. I think if you chuck a watermelon at them, that'll work.
I don't know if I can hold those. looked very large.
Yeah, that's a point. All right. Well, I'm out of ideas. I mean, like, we don't need that shit. Like, it was working before. You, like, you know, you sprayed him and he stopped.
Yeah.
It's just he was getting away from you. Ah, you motherfucker. Look, just, no, you stupid fucking.
Right,
I'm getting fucking connected back to, like, when my dog would be cheeky and annoying. It's just like,
Yeah,
that's
then,
adding to this emotional relevance of it. Like.
Then I kind of drifted for a little between kind of my parents' place, and then I had another girlfriend.
I just
and-
immediately imagine you, like, you know, trying to hitchhike like a Hulk. Like,
Yeah.
that was just, I drifted for a while from town to town
Yeah, no,
solving
that was pretty
mysteries.
much me. And then I lived in the kind of in the university campus at St. Lucia. My girlfriend had a room there, so
I like the phrase, kinda.
No, well, I wasn't supposed to be there.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know. Like, that's the best part.
Because there was a warden.
Yeah.
You know?
I lived in a shed. Okay, you stupid mutt. Alright,
on,
fucking
come
getting some
on.
haulage there, like.
In.
Doggy.
Get in. Yes. Done in one. Fuck you. What happened? Yeah, I lived with her for a while there.
So you're one of those dudes that had, like, girlfriend your way to, like, place to live.
At the time I was, yeah. Because I didn't want to live at home because obviously father,
Yeah.
dear.
I didn't want to live at home, so I was just like, all right.
So yeah, I was kind of just, working a lot and then
Yeah.
going there and sleeping and playing games and shit. And that was cool. And then we moved out and had our own place at Hawk and Flower, which was ours was like a downstairs. There was a top stairs that was other people living there, and there was another flat behind us. It was kind of like one house that had been subsection.
Yeah.
It wasn't
living.
it wasn't a share house by any means, so that was kind of still living alone.
Did you share any amenities?
No,
Right.
it was all
So, yeah.
self-contained.
Pretty separate, like, yeah.
So that was cool.
Because that counts. When you have your own things, then it's its own place.
Yeah.
Share a toilet? No.
So then we were in between places for a while because our rent lease was up, but there wasn't really a suitable place. So we lived in her mother's garage
That's a classic. That's like the thing. Like,
for a while, and then that wasn't working out because the cat would just scratch the shit out of me and not like me at all while I was sleeping and stuff. So that was no good.
Well,
so we
that's
moved into
great.
into the spare room, which I don't know why we couldn't have done in the first place.
that's funny
Anyway,
because the spare room was the
um,
cat's.
Yeah.
Aaron lives in the garage. Mittens has the room.
Yeah. So that was fun. I feel like the Yoshi's going to be important, but oh well. Oh, yeah, because
No,
Yoshi
you're
got
gonna-
the jump gaps over there.
Yeah. You know.
That's what I have to
Like,
do.
if you feel like the Yoshi's important, it's probably because the Yoshi's important.
Yeah.
And there's
what-
fruit around. He needs a pineapple. There's like
Pineapple.
pineapples up over to the left, like under the fucking every fruit tree.
So then we ended up getting our. That's the thing. I worked for her mother as well at the post office / news agents. For
Did you work for her before you were dating or after you were dating?
After dating, she gave me the job.
Good job.
Because I lost my job at EV Games for being too good at my job.
Also, I was stealing PS3s.
No, there was no theft involved. The management left, and I was running the store basically by myself for a 2-month period before the new manager came in, and they didn't like my basically forwardness and sort of self-leadership and being gel. And so I was like, you did this, this, and this. And it's like, no, I proved it wrong. It's like, well, you're still fired. It's like, well, fuck you. And then the people that had left, the management gave me a job at Game when they opened up, which Game Wizards came. So it was all right then. So luckily I wasn't in between jobs for long. And then I lived at Toombul in the apartments there across from my work, which was great.
Living close to work in that like sort of young situation, like it's on the tree there. There was fruit on the fucking tree.
Yeah, I accidentally fell down.
It was fucking great
Oh, it's amazing.
because you can just fucking be brainless. Like
Yeah.
When do I have to get to work? I don't know, like 15 minutes or some shit. Oh yeah, okay, I'll put on pants.
Then after we got evicted from that place,
Why'd you get evicted, Aaron?
not paying rent, Gabriel.
Yeah, you're not allowed to like skip shit. Like, that's, you're
That's
not
the
a
number one
fucking-
rule.
Yeah. Like,
Well, the thing is, I'd lost my job again.
Alright.
At the time, okay, I can't go down there. Well, that's not what I thought it wasn't. I can't.
And you
No.
fucking just hop off it. What? Fuck. There's gotta be some use for him.
And then I started working at Time Zone, and I also lived in a kind of share house with 2 other people. One had a partner, and so that's my only really share house. Oh no, actually no. When I was living at Toombul, I had another roommate as well, but it was never huge like share houses. Never 3+ people usually. So the secret of the underside.
Yeah. I mean, you are like, I feel like you are meant to be down there, but I'm not sure.
Wait, what?
What?
All right.
Yep. That's what Gramps likes.
Distressing.
That is fucking great. That is just this beautiful little isolated fucking.
All right, what are you about?
She's about what Gramps likes. Who isn't?
All right,
Yeah, are you hip to this groove? Do you know what Gramps likes?
Yellow mushroom. All right. Thank you.
The fuck do you get a safe like that?
Lots of money. There's a reason this village has no fucking buildings.
Yeah, this guy's been embezzling.
Look, I'm here for
Yeah.
your shit, mate.
Yeah, your fucking Imelda Marcos' fucking wife's been fucking, hoarding shit. I think peeing as a moon
Probably gotta
doesn't
be
count.
water. How do I get off you?
It's gotta be water, not moon piss. You can't unlock a magic safe with moon piss, Aaron.
True.
Dummy, you stupid dummy.
I am a stupid thick. Oh, it's just
Oh.
that.
Fucking goddamn it.
I thought it was the answer to life.
Yeah, I don't know what I thought it was. I think it was gonna be a lot of gold coins, and I thought we were gonna get like this. Look at it standing there with its goddamn
Maybe the
stupid
Yoshi's
face.
not even fucking important. Maybe it's a ruse. Oh, because I got flood. I can just go under there. I'm a dummy. I'm a super thick dummy. So I can just drop down.
I live with a friend of mine. Oh yeah. Fuck.
I've got the water pack now.
Yeah, that's on me. I took one look at that downside area and my brain went, you can't jump across that.
Yeah, same. I wanted that life, but
Because I lived in West End in like 2001, 2002 with a friend. This is the two of us in one of those weird little West End places. That's like, that was like, that's the place where I got some like early classics in like, just not bringing a fucking towel when I moved and having to use what was available, which was newspaper.
Oh, that's why you need Yoshi.
Yeah, but you gotta, I think you might have to figure out a way to get him down here.
Yeah, you
Like,
do.
that's like, I feel like that's part of this because he can't bum stomp the thing, and even then you can't hold on. So where would you be going? Maybe you got to go off the edge of the bridge.
Maybe there is a hole that
Off the edge of the
doesn't
bridge.
Have a what bridge?
Over there. Look, see?
Oh fuck, you're right.
Well,
Can we get back up there?
I mean, maybe.
I think I'm gonna do the smart thing.
Lives,
That and die. It's fucking quicker to reset it.
uh,
And that way I don't lose life because I just gained one. Genius.
if you want to know what the world was like several fucking financial crashes ago, when I was living in West End, I was like, politely definable as a feral. Like, there's just like, look, there's no, there's reasons why I get a little finicky about things today. Like, the other day you were complaining I was taking too long in the house when you were waiting for me. It's like I was shaving. It's like you were surprised by that. And it's like, yeah, I get a little finicky about looking like a feral sometimes. Because holy shit. And like, this was back in my, this was still pre-shoes, like growing up in Goodney, you just didn't wear shoes. And then after a while, your feet were shoes. So you didn't need, you're just not going to put fucking shoes on. It's just weird, I think you still need Yoshi.
I do. I do.
So like fucking, like I just had like fucking cast iron feet. And I mean, like we tested this too. Like you can hold a Zippo to my foot pad for like, nearly a fucking full 60-second count before I felt heat. The thing we learned after that was though, like the heaters in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
So like it got a bit worse, and then it got better. But yeah, we're fucking wandering around. Like I'd just be walking through West End, like fucking, no money. Like it was just one of those times. It was like, oh yeah, I spend like, well, I have like, by my retard mathematics, I have like $60 to live on for a fortnight after rent. So like, yeah, that's plenty. Naturally, it wasn't. No, you gotta, you have to go.
I know. My brain was like, whoop, down there.
And fucking gross, greasy, fucking long hair that's like kind of in a ponytail only because there's a big knot that I haven't bothered to deal with. No shoes, like torn pants, like fucking feral. And then two nicely dressed people with clipboards just standing in West End. And they go, oh, hey, can I talk to you for a second? I was like, okay. That was pretty baked. And again, like, that should also, the fact that I was quite high would have been visibly obvious to me. Really, too. It's not, again, it's not a fucking secret. So there's this fucking mess of a creature.
It's an aura.
Yeah. And just, how would you like to be pre-approved for an American Express card? And, like,
I mean, to be fair, you look like an American.
yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. I would just
Well, the homeless.
fucking,
One of the many, many homeless.
And that's what it was like. Like that's what the situation was when debt was got turned into an asset. It was because the goal is, Aaron, you see, they'd give me like a credit card with like a 10 grand fucking limit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to manage that because I'm fucking 20 years old and an idiot, and would probably just see what, I'm gonna see what 10 grand worth of weed looks like. And then in my head, I'd be like, I'll sell it for a bit of a profit. I'll pay it off. You see, that's,
And you'll smoke it all.
American Express will be like, the fucking they'll help my fucking weed empire grow or something like that. But like,
You could have been Wiz Khalifa.
yeah, dumb as I am, I know that. And so I was like, no, fucking, no, like I'm not falling for that.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I mean,
That was a great sound.
oh, this level's fucked, man.
I know a lot of people where it's just like, people, because there were times later, like where I was living in a share house, and like, I was living in a share house with people who had like proper career jobs and shit. I'm like, why are you here? Like you get up at, you have a 9 to 5, you're a radiologist. Like, that's a thing. Like, don't they, is this some weird thing where they just don't pay for it? It's like, no, it's like, why are you here? It's like, I got debt to pay off. So it's like they have to pay like, rent has to be fucking as low as possible so they can deal with like the 30K fucking debt they've got. And it's like, how'd that happen? And the answer is always one of two things, credit card or a car.
Yeah. Or just like, extremely fucking expensive degree. So Hex debt is now huge, so they want to pay it off early.
Yeah.
It was Melon, wasn't it? I wasn't really looking.
Fucks me, man.
Hi, Melon. Wait.
Like the tradie
That's
classic of, getting an apprenticeship, buying a fucking expensive ute.
Buying everything, bro.
Yeah,
They go
they're
nuts.
so bad. Then suddenly it's like, oh, the apprenticeship's straight up. It's like, oh. Now what happens? Well, now I live here.
Also, someone knocked off your tools, so now you got to get new ones. Another common occurrence. Like, I just... Fuck it, Alright, I think jumping on the mushroom's bad.
Well, you just gotta like, you can't use, that's a height boost here. It's not like a fucking length, but like, cause you're trying to get like distance with that. You gotta know you're getting a boost, but you gotta come down onto the fucking close mushroom. And then you gotta
I don't want to do that at all. I just want to fucking land here and go.
Yeah.
Mushroom bounce fucks you up. Even if you're like trying not to go forward, it's that analog thing of you're on it. If you're moving, you're going that distance. You're going that direction.
Going off over
And
here
you
now,
can't
champ.
recorrect at all. Because you respawn. Or is he dead? Did I kill Yoshi?
That was a Kenego streak. I was pretty broke at Kenego streak. So I was working, but there were times where I was getting like 10 hours a week.
That sucks.
Oh yeah, dude, that was brutal. And it didn't occur to me that I could like be on Centrelink at the time.
Yeah.
I was just like, I have a job, so it's like one of the two.
Shines to me.
Like it's just like it's either job or Centrelink. It's not like you have both. And I was just like, oh okay, well I've got like my fucking hits and. I mean, the good thing is that place sold like bottles of wine for $5, with which my discount went into $50. So they were it was manageable.
Party time.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And then when I was doing all my fucking Major Valley bar work, I was living at Heel Street. That was the party house.
When's the party house?
That was technically a 3-bedroom home that at any given point would have like 8 people living in it. To be fair, like there was a 4th bedroom at the very least. But in Australia, in order to qualify as a room, the roof has to be a certain height. Like, there's rules. You're not allowed to just have some fucking, being John Malkovich goddamn thing and he's like, oh yeah, you can live in there. Because, like, the thing about, like, property people is they are absolute savage maniacs. Like, if you leave them alone for 5 seconds, they will torture, abuse, and harm people to make money. So you because it wouldn't occur to you to have a height rule, would it?
No.
That sounds insane. Yeah. So like technically my bedroom wasn't high enough to qualify as a room, even though it was a full room with like a door and shit. Although to be fair, the door didn't close properly because it was fucking doorway weirdly was on like an angle. Like, yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, this is amazing. It was like, they didn't... You know how when they build houses and shit, there's like... There'll be a dude with
I'm holding full tilt back right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
There'll be a dude with like that machine that just thumps the shit out of the ground.
Yeah.
Flatten it.
Yeah.
So that way, that's the base. You've got a flat base. That's amazing. And these builders didn't do that. They just started tiling like the lumps, So like there was one side of the house where like it was just like wavy tiles. And they just hadn't bothered fixing the fucking, they had a door on there. Oh yeah, the other thing about that place. So when we were moving, we were like, right, look, we're, creepy young people who don't look very trustworthy. That there are certain realities when you're house hunting. It's like, we're going to get like a creepy, not trustworthy people fucking house. And it's like, that's that. But like, look, that's the trade-off. Yeah, the place was like fucking jank and weird, but like they also looked the other way if we put like 8 people in there. Because they were breaking the law too.
Oh, yeah.
No one's allowed. It was just like, all right, look, we're all...
It's a silent agreement of everyone breaks the law.
Yeah, there's an unspoken handshake that we're not going to report you to the tenancy authority and you're not going to be dicks about this. So let's like, we'll... It's the same as the current place. It's like, we'll just let a bunch of shit slide. I get a place to live and you get some money and, all right. But like, I knew that place was going to be ours when we were doing the inspection. And we walked into what was to become my bedroom. And it's, for starters, like, it was... Downstairs area was all those like heavy duty cinder blocks, like just like matte slathered in white paint. And the downstairs is all tiles. So this room is just this fucking ceiling too short, white everywhere, fucking, and like hard white. None of it's wood or fucking anything remotely inviting. It looks like a place where like, if you had to lock someone who was going through like fucking heroin detox but violently, like, and they were shitting everywhere and threatening you, you could lock them in there and clean up would be a breeze. You just get the fucking... You wouldn't even need a power washer, you just get the hose in. And so we're in there looking around, it's like, oh yeah, I'm looking at the place, it's like, all right, like, yeah, this will do. It's like fucking, it is what it is. And I noticed that like the fucking curtain, there's the curtain rod and then there's the thing the curtain rod fucking sits on. And the thing the curtain rod sits on wasn't actually just there on one side, and I was kind of confused as to what the fuck was going on. And then I got closer, because it just looked like a bunch of stuff. And I got closer, and there were, holding up the curtain rod, just a bundled up pair of young girls' panties that were incredibly dusty.
Oh, man.
It was just like, oh.
Look, shut up, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Shut your whore mouth.
Like,
a
Did like
long one.
child traffickers live here? Like, was this the room? Like, is this what this room was for? Because all the windows were barred, but also it was a valley, so it's like, yeah, fair
Do you
enough.
reckon I could make normal jump that, or do you think I have to spin jump that?
I'd spin jump it.
Ah, for
I mean-
fuck's sake.
So like, we're there fucking. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. See, that's us. Ooh.
Okay.
Like, that was probably the room where they kept them all, like, sobbing and shit. It's just. I think I still got a picture of that somewhere, actually. So I know I did take a picture of it, but I took a picture of it with, like, my fucking iPhone 3S.
Oh,
And
God.
like, it's probably. There's a chance it's on Facebook somewhere. but it's like,
way to go. I gotta go that way.
Yeah. I have. It'll be around somewhere. I'll look it up one day. 'Cause that was a doozy. I've seen some shit. That was like a one. Because you don't want to be thinking about like fucking.
Fuck a fucking stupid fucking piece of shit spin jump.
The ghosts of like. Chinese women who were lied to about a better life.
Let's make a jump, Gabriel. Well, we have to spin the stick, and then it's just, you've got no control when you let go. So if you're slightly left, you're going left, bud.
Going that way, champ.
Can you recorrect? No.
Sorry, buddy.
I'd be
Sorry.
sensible.
This is just be too easy, Aaron. There's got to be.
Look, there's a
That'd be
harsh
like
reality.
fucking-
I love Sunshine. I love the aesthetic. I love a lot about this game. But there's a reason this one isn't, talked about super fondly compared to the rest. You see fucking Galaxy 1 and 2 talked about. See 64 obviously gushed about, and especially the 2D ones. But Sunshine has kind of always been that everyone loves it, but that's an understanding we have that it's jank and fuck.
I mean, elements of it could be like, whatever the fuck the thing.
Yeah.
Translation. This mightn't be the best. Bits of it are emulated. No, this is emulated. It's Galaxy that's got like bits of the fucking, I think the graphics system or something.
Yeah.
Emulated.
Yep.
That's just a layer existing on top of the fucking
That's correct, yeah.
program.
Yeah, no, but like even just playing the original, like it's just so jank, man. Like it's this weird game that was
it's one of those ones that would really benefit from like a sequel or exploring some of the, like why not get Flood back? I suppose though, like I do like the mechanic in Odyssey. Like, so I think
why not the fuck just give it Odyssey's engine and move thing and do this game again? Like that's the obvious end.
Why not the fuck?
Exactly. Why not the fuck? Oh boy.
Sound like Iron Sheik. That's getting onto his diction. Why not the fuck?
I've been reading his Twitter too much, right? His Twitter's amazing.
Oh yeah, no, it's one of the classics. I mean, like, he's pretty well dry at this point, but like there was some classics back when I think most of his brain was still working. Although the fact that he's alive at all is just sort of a fucking miracle. I mean, the story, there's like an animated version of it that I recommend looking for, but like there's this fucking story Iron Sheik tells about like,
I write Flutter Jump.
oh, we're here forever now.
Oh no.
There's this story of him and like fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And this is back in the day when like, heels and faces weren't allowed to travel together because like you're giving away the fact that it's made up. So like they shouldn't have been in the car. But he's talking about driving to the next town with fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the shit they had in the fucking boot of the car, which is the kind of shit that'd make Hunter S. Thompson cringe. Because it was like, we got like 2 cases of beer, fair enough. Got like a pound of weed, okay. Pound of cocaine, and it's like, all right, look, I suppose if you're high and then have to do professional wrestling later, you probably want the bump of cocaine to get you, like, cocaine and wrestling, like, you're gonna stand in the middle of a ring and have people cheer you, I'm sure it's magical. And then it's like, oh yeah, and a pound of heroin. And it's like, look, steady on. And like, that was between the two of them, And it kind of explained why Hacksaw Jim Duggan just has that face all the time now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, oh, right. Like, yeah.
It's like for me as a non-wrestling person and hearing these stories and then looking up pictures of them and stuff, and it's just like, oh fuck. And like, it's like, how are these people living? Like a lot of the time.
It's weird, yeah. It's such a mixed bag because the ones that lived generally survive for a surprisingly long time. And then there's just like a shitload that die at 33.
This is a story of a lovely Yoshi.
Oh, we're still recording. Please stop. Stood up and started recording the screen.
And-
Aaron's getting like too involved in the TikToks. I don't like. I'm worried about this new teen trend. It's taking over our boomers.
Look, booming TikTok's amazing and you know it.
It's like, okay, so the thing about a lot of this, like these like particularly very accessible forms of like internet is like,
Fuck this game! I'm sorry, I had to get that one out after that.
that's fair.
Anyway, continue.
Well, it's like I wasn't, I've had the internet for ages. Like I had the internet back in like 1994. I remember being excited when mum said there was a fucking, browser that was like graphics. Like, that's gonna make this a lot easier. So like back then though, like, and up until like the early 2000s, the internet was a thing you had to want to have.
Yeah.
And like the fucking, no fucking feral escape, you didn't want a fucking computer.
Yeah, no.
It was, they'd maybe buy a console or something. That was about fucking it. Now everyone's got a computer in their pocket, and like literally getting a phone is one of the most basic and sensible fucking choices you can make. Because like, you can do your fucking, even if you can do your Centrelink through it, you can get your email through it, you can do, PDFs, you can sign digital forms and shit through it. Like,
You can do nearly everything in your life with a phone.
Yeah, like, most of your state functions, medical functions, like there's, half the shit you can do now just has a fucking, app for it. So now everyone's got some fucking shit. And Aaron's been showing me TikToks by these people, and it's fucking weird, Because like it's so oddly familiar. Like I know, and I like in a lot of ways I know these people, but then I'm seeing them like slightly filtered through the perception that they're being seen, which is not something that really these were traditionally people that would say, "What are you looking at?" Like, and so it's very interesting for me to watch. And now they're just on fucking TikTok screaming about smokes.
It's so great. We're gonna do a TikTok series where we look at them and
Aaron's gonna show me
them.
a selection of
because
his
I've been
favorites.
saving them. They're gems. The thing about TikTok is you'll be lying there, it's midnight, and you're looking at your phone, you're like, I'm gonna go to bed, I'll just have, you do your wind down stuff. Do your light reading if you do that, look at news, whatever you do before you go to bed. So I checked TikTok, and it's, for those who don't know, have never been on TikTok, the front page is a scroller, and you can just keep scrolling infinitely, and it loads instantly, and it just keeps going. Video, 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 video. And you will wade through so much shit. Well, anyone for my age anyway. I'm 32, and I'm in a different generation. There's a lot of young people on this platform. So they're into trends and things where everyone performs the same thing. And it's very trendy to like do an action and sync your words to music. And I think this is just lazy and shit and should be banned from the platform. It's so stupid. But anyway, you'll find something that is so fucking just out there or gold. And you're like, yes, thank you. But then it got you engaged and you scroll a bit more and you find another one. You're like, yes, but then you go through the shit again. And that's the thing, I'm filtering the shit for gate. I'm out here like one of those motherfucking prospectors going, here, I found a vein.
Yeah, because I'm not looking, I'm not gonna look through this shit. Like, it's the same, kind of rule like I had with like anything to do with 4chan. It's like, anything interesting that happens on 4chan will get to a variety of filter sites or filter individuals that will then make its way to me. And because like the thing about like 4chan is 99% of the fucking time is incredibly boring on-topic conversation. Like it's like anywhere fucking else. I think this comic artist is good. Well, I don't. Like it's boring as shit.
Yeah.
Like every now and then something
stuff drops.
Every now and then something really fucking interesting or funny happens, and
it
it's
leaks
like,
out and it gets filtered and you get knowledge. But that's the thing is with TikTok, so much of it just goes past it as gold because people just don't see it. Because a lot of it is just random algorithm. Unless you get picked up and you start getting on trends and stuff, you won't be seen. So, there's me sometimes just seeing something that has like 5 views that's so fucking perfect. It's just like, yes, fucking yes, thank you. Thank you for existing and making this video. Please don't be disheartened and make more. They're good. Like, yeah. TikTok.
Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know.